Hello and welcome to PA124, Week 6. This week we are in Chapter 7 and 8 of your book, your little English book here. And so we're going to talk about that. I wanted to start with your discussion question actually, and it is, I'm going to turn that light on. I think the discussion question is again an opinion based. And so if you will go under and say, why writers need to write things that are not boring, and share your opinion on that. I'm really enjoying reading your discussion questions and what you have to say about it. So thank you for participating, and you've been a really fun class with that. So I appreciate that. Okay, so starting in Chapter 7 are adverbs. Adverbs modify verbs, adjectives, or other adverbs, and adverbs never modify nouns or pronouns. So we've been talking a lot about nouns, but now we're going to switch to the verbs. So, for example, Mr. Chung immediately signed the check. The adverb here is immediately, and the verb is signed. The cashier precisely counted the change. The adverb is precisely, and it modifies the verb counted. So you can read a little bit more about that. It says, I can write better than anybody who can write faster, and I can write faster than anybody who can write better. I love that they quote this journalist at the top. Awesome. Using adverbs in her sentence. So the uses of adverbs on the next page, page 114, if you want to turn there. It says the adverbs limit or describe verbs, like we just talked about. And how does it do that? So Chloe walked quickly to the boarding area. How did she walk? She walked quickly. And how often? Kiko seldom eats lunch. Seldom is how often she eats. When? How often? When, where, and to what to extent. When is Ava will arrive soon. Soon is your adverb. Where? Christopher will meet you there. And to what extent? I am glad to see you. Glad to what extent you're very. So this is the adverb that you're adding to that. Gives you some adverb forms, adjective, and then adverb. So adjective would be like basic, where adverb you're doing basically. Adjective is beautiful. Adverb would be beautifully. Easy is your adjective. Adverb is easily. Here are adverbs that do not end in ly. There are some that don't. Afterward, again, almost, always, backwards, down, and you can read that there on page 115. Adverbs that answer the question when, including words such as often, seldom, never, always, afterward, and late, usually do not end in an ly, and so you would want to see that. So placing of an adverb. Adverbs that modify adjectives or other adverbs are placed immediately before the words that they modify. So the children watched the rapidly melting snow. The adverb is rapidly, and that modifies the adjective melting. And you can read through that. Here are some irregular adverbs on page 117. A few adverbs are called irregular because the spellings change completely from the comparative to the superlative forms. Some of these adverbs are identical in spelling the adjectives form. So positive is badly, comparative is worse, superlative is worst. So looking at that will help you to pick up those adverbs in your sentence. And it goes a little bit about that. Okay, then we're in our application. So make sure that you do your assignment at the back of your book. And then you're also in Chapter 8, which we're talking about prepositions, conjunctions, and interjunctions. And nouns and pronouns name person, places, things, concepts, quality, or events, which we know. Verbs express action or state of being. Adjectives and adverbs add interest to what is being said. Interjections show feelings. Preposition and conjunctions add clarity and coherence by connecting elements within a sentence or by connecting closely related sentences. Without prepositions and conjunctions, the following paragraph is difficult to understand. Blank, you are looking, blank, a job. Considering a new job, blank, staying. So you can tell that you need these prepositions, conjunctions, and interactions. And so let's start with prepositions. They are connectors. They connect a noun and a pronoun. To some other part of a sentence. The preposition cannot stand by itself. The preposition, its object of any modifiers of the object, form a prepositional phrase. He sat on the floor. Preposition is on. Here are some common prepositions: about, behind, above, below, across, beside, after, between. You can see they're all listed there. I love how they've given you some prepositions in sentences so that you can see how those are used. And then conjunction. Like prepositions, conjunction are also connectors. They connect a word, phrases, or clauses within the sentence. A phrase is a group of related words that does not contain both the subject and the verb. So you can read through that. I'm going out of time, so I'm just going to quickly jump through Chapter 8. And then transitional expressions, so you can see what those are, and then you're at your summary. So make sure that you do your assignment for that. So just the assignment, the discussion, and the quizzes due this week. And you're all keeping up very great and with the discussion and with the assignments. So let me know if you have any questions, and I'll talk with you next week.